You're going to see this brother doing is he'll come to eat prayer with his cool hairstyle. You know what I'm saying, like, brother. He come in, he in the back row, he no do no wuzu, brother. He just stand there, he want to see his mates. And when they come out, they gonna pump the music outside. The guy don't know no deen. He don't understand nothing. He only know how to basically. That's what you're going to do to the brother. The more you release, because you've got to give him an alternative. You've got to give an alternative. If you don't replace these things with another thing, then he's just going to be lost. And a lot of brothers like this, they come out with, I know one thing I like about them, is that they've got a lot of love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there's a hadith in Bukhari, subhanallah. There's a hadith in Bukhari, a man, he was drinking. You know, drinking was allowed in early Islam. So he used to drink, and he got caught out in the early Islam. In the early Islam, if you got caught drinking, it was basically, first Prophet ﷺ said, just say bad things, just say foul things to make him feel sorry for himself. So they did that. After a while, the Prophet ﷺ said, take your shoes off and beat him with the shoes, your sandals. Just beat him with your sandals. Yeah. After a while, then he got more serious and more serious and more serious. All right. But in those days when it was, he got caught a few times, and the Prophet ﷺ said, say this to him, and he got caught again. The Prophet ﷺ said, say this to him, and he got caught again. The Prophet ﷺ said, take your sandals on, beat him up. And then somebody came and he said, Messenger of Allah, what should we do to that guy? Prophet ﷺ said, the love he has for Allah and His Messenger is a lot of love that he has. He has a lot of love for Allah and His Messenger in his heart. And Prophet ﷺ praised him for that love. Sahih al-Bukhari. You've got to look at the good of Muslims, when these things basically come about. You've got to look at, a positive way of trying to bring. Another Sahabi, just the last one until I take a Q&A, right? Another Sahabi, he came, Messenger of Allah, he said, Messenger of Allah, give me permission to drink. Prophet ﷺ didn't, Sahaba were angry. Prophet ﷺ said, do you pray? He said, yes. Do you speak the truth? He said, yes. He said, okay. These are early days of Islam. Please don't take this as a fatwa to go and start drinking. Thanks to Hassan Ali. This is in the early days. Later it's completely prohibited, right? So Prophet ﷺ in the early days said to him, okay, come to the masjid. So the guy used to come to the masjid, and he used to bring his bottle up to the masjid door. And he used to put it at the masjid door, and then he used to come inside. He used to pray, then he used to go out. After a while, the person felt guilty. Then he started to leave his bottle at home. Then after a while, he felt more guilty. Then he smashed his bottles, or he gave up his, rum of wine, whatever he had, and then he became like the rest of the Muslims. There's hikmah, there's ways of, you've got to look at each person differently and see how you're going to call to the deen. You can't just say, haram, hairstyle haram, jeans haram, this haram, that haram, you haram. Whichever, you can't do that. Brothers come to the deen, you can't just say, don't listen, don't do this, don't do that. You give that much, right? The guy's just going to turn away from the deen. You've got to take it easy. On some people, you've got to take it easy. All right, anyway, jazakumullah khair.